King.
Taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the room by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And here he comes out of the end zone. Rolled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down. That's it, fly. Got him downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's a really nice looking catch, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Looking downfield, it's Fox. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll give it to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40, then mark it at the 39.
This guy's gotten up to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Finds some pressure. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one of plan for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the tailback.
Coach always talking about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Find his tight end.
We
They
picked
make
that.
the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The short hands, it's Jones. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Stanford wants to push the pace.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third down, he drops the throw. Fires one high and deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Gets it out quickly. There we go. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Over the sideline, and it's complete, and they got a big play.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
They'll try the right side. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Fourth down and one, and they'll go for it. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that one down a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Lewis. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Handoff to Jones. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocated. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their head on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Pocket breaking down. Sacked at the 12. Defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt, when you can cover like that in the secondary, drop back in your zone, and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling that plays.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get.
Get that block, bro.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that.
He'll take a shot. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go
This is best.
against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that.
And let's hold on just a minute
You
here.
challenge
The
it?
officials are
Catch
going
it.
to have a second look.
Try to.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Fox. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn. A great catch and run for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone. He'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Getting that push and pick up a 4 out to the 26. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
That's a great sign for this offense, man. Everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Wants to throw on 1st down.
Oh,
Steps
shit.
away to find some room.
Ooh, he had it.
You
You see it.
And they get him at the 32.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
To the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat in down again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
What a great job by this defense. You get the third down stop, you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
They'll run it to the right. And
Get
maybe
that block,
back to the
man.
line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Offense changing the play. Back to pass. It's Fox. Unleashes to the end zone. Wide open downfield.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
Man, the defense really needed to stop them. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw on first down.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock.
Ooh, I thought that was a safety.
Another sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. on fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Score right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Shit.
Slips through the line.
Might do that.
He's chased out of bounds, but he takes that return across the 50 to the 48. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Stanford quickly to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. They just keep firing. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Fox. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little...
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Stanford, 7, Texas.
He'll start the return inside his
Oh my
5.
God, why do I keep
He
doing
only
this?
needs a
Tripping.
sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch it? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Texas.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Off play action on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Fox. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man. He'll be stopped at the 41, but gave him 10 on that play.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Looking to buy time. Fires on the move. He strikes downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are trending on first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Back to throw, it's Fox. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in Big Ten college football. Not good.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it out fast. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
To the air, it's Velasquez. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Turn and find the ball.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the corner. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Stanford have the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Stanford quickly to the line. trying to run it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Pick that.
Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's third and goal from the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Velasquez. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
Texas 41, Stanford 21.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Texas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone down everybody right now on the same page.
They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock.
Break that tackle, bro.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Fox. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle, and he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. The sweep
Oh, he got out of
keeping
bounds.
the play alive.
He ran out of bounds.
Shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Great.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Dropping back, it's Fox. Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And the pressure gets him back in the 8-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. The quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to...
Yeah, crazy.
Coming in, and they get him again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.